Hey there, welcome to my kitchen. This week's episode is all about baking an apple pie. I know a lot of moms get a little bit overwhelmed. They're like, nope, I'm just gonna buy it from the store. But there is something kind of cool about baking it in your own oven. And the smell of the fresh apple pie at Thanksgiving time or just throughout the season. I've actually passed down my recipe to my son. As I was starting to film this, he goes, yeah, you don't make the apple pie, Mom, I do. Like, that's true. I've actually now taught him how to bake it. So if he can do it, you can totally do it. So let me walk you through this. First of all, this is my apple pie recipe. I'm sure you can do a bunch of different pie recipes. This is the one that I use, and I'm going to post this in the description below. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. I might just take a photo of it, or I'll just scan it and put it down below. With that scan, you will see all of my drips and dribbles on it and some of my own handwriting because it's just my personal recipe that I use. I got this one at a baking class when, goodness, years and years ago. It also has a pumpkin pie recipe on it. So there is, I'm going to give you actually probably 4 different little tricks that I use. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward of baking it. So first things first, this recipe does come with a crust recipe. The crust is what really messes most moms up, is what I found. The crust seems to be the hardest part. The recipe is really easy. It's 4 ingredients. You basically mix it together, roll it out. Pretty straightforward. However, trick number 1, ready? Pillsbury dough, the pie crust pre-made, is really good. Now, yes, it won't be as all natural. There's going to be some stuff in there that if you want really more pure stuff, you wouldn't want to use the flavored Crisco in this, and you'd want to use just, I think, butter is there. Check that out. Make sure. I think you can use straight butter. But the Pillsbury dough crust recipe, fabulous. Not recipe, like pre-made, ready to go. That will cut your pie baking time like in thirds. Like, it'll just really reduce what you have to do. That one's one of my favorite tricks when I don't feel like making my homemade crust. All right, secondly, you ready for this? My apple peeler core slicer. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't sell this stuff. I'm just telling you, I use this all the time. Sorry, that was loud. Let me see if I can change the camera view a bit so you can see that. Okay, this thing comes back, and I've got a sticker on one of my apples. Okay, take the apple, you push it in, and literally you just crank it and watch what happens. So cool. It peels the whole apple, cores it, and you now have an apple that is ready to go in. You cut this thing in half, boom, and you've got apple to go. Oh, now my hand is all sticky. That's funny. This is real life, people. Okay, so that is one of my favorite tools because look how fast that was to peel and core and slice my apple. Like, it cuts down the time dramatically. And my kids like doing it. They like to eat the peel after it's done. And yeah, super easy. And then this little core pops off when you pull it back. Okay, that was trick number 2. Invest in an apple peeler core slicer. If you want to bake pies, apple pies are one of the easiest to bake. But that is fabulous. Okay, second thing. So you mix it all together, you put it all in the pan, but another trick that people mess up on or struggle with is the edge of the crust gets burnt, right? So look at this little thing. I don't know who this is from. It might be Pampered Chef again. It wouldn't surprise. Oh, it's not. I don't know what it is. I bet Pampered Chef has one. It might be. Okay, anyways, this is a silicone pie baker, and like, it's just for the crust. Look it up on Amazon. I should probably look it up, and I'll put the link below. Again, I don't sell these, but it literally goes around your pie tin with your crust once your pie is in here. And then you keep this on for the entire time it's baking until like the last maybe 5 minutes. And then when you take it off, your crust is just a beautiful golden brown. This thing has saved me time and time and time again. Like, literally, I love it. It says, tan, don't burn. Yeah, I don't know who it's by. I must have bought it on Amazon at some point. Anyways, but that thing is also a really good idea. Okay, so trick number 4. Okay, so far we've got the Pillsbury dough crust, fabulous. The apple peeler core slicer cuts your time in like half. And then this little silicone edger crust baker is another one. Lastly, and this is what I did this year. Oh, and on my recipe, I also put in, I don't like a double crust pie, I like a streusel pie. So I put the ingredients for the streusel over here. Literally all you do is put all the ingredients together, mix it all up, and put it on top of your pie. And you end up with this beautiful large one. Okay, so this is mine right now. My boys came in, they're like, what, you're not actually baking a pie right now, Mom? I'm like, no, we've already made some for Thanksgiving. So this is my Thanksgiving pie. I've wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it again in foil, and now it's in my freezer. So all I have to do for Thanksgiving Day, because you know, Thanksgiving is busy, right? You're baking all this other stuff. All I have to do is pull it out of the freezer and slide it in the oven, and I'll have fresh baked pie. This is an unbaked pie, and it's just ready to go. Super great for being prepared for fresh. We have 2 of them in there, and they are piled high with apples. So it gives you time to do it when you have time for it. Anyways, I hope this was helpful for you. I like to do just some fun videos every once in a while that are just lighthearted and give you some helpful tips for your home. So that's what this is what I do. I will put this recipe in the link below. God bless, and it's November. We are almost done with 2020. I know nothing like dramatic is going to happen in 2021 when January hits, but we can all be hopeful, right? But at least you can enjoy some pie. Take care, guys.